now I'd like to create the cavities for both the eyes and the mouth. So I really want this to be more of an eye socket instead of the eye itself. So I'm going to click on that. Those faces, hit extrude, kind of push this in like that. And maybe even I'm going to put an edge loop in there. So now maybe I'll go to my edge loop, click here, and notice I have mirroring turned on so I can kind of benefit from both sides. There we go. And for the mouth, actually before I get to the mouth, realize what I'm going to do with the eyes is I'd go to create polygon sphere. I'm going to bring this sphere up, and this is going to be the eyeball. So maybe I rotate this like this. Scale that down, bring that forward. And you can see it's a little dense right now. I mean, that's kind of unnecessary. So I'm just going to go over here and put this to 10 and 10. Okay, there we go. So now you can see that that physical eyeball in there. So if that was going to animate or move around, we would actually be able to do that. And now I can duplicate that, Control D, and then move this over here. And there, now you can start to see that face coming together. For the mouth, obviously right now it can't open, but if I selected this and hit extrude, and now kind of maybe scaled in on itself a little bit, and then extruded one more time, and then just push that back like this. And if I go into shading X-ray, now I can start to see what I have here. I think I'm going to scale that straight, move that back like this, and I'm just kind of envisioning that mouth cavity. Notice I can even go inside of the head. I can do an insert edge loop in here. Maybe double click on it, and now I can scale it wider and maybe taller like that. Maybe I'll do a couple of those. So maybe I'll do another one here. And don't think of this as like the teeth. That's kind of the hollow cavity, if you will, where the teeth would be. So think about it if the character had dentures, okay, that denture set would be set right in there, okay? But now that I have that, I could select this and I could then shut the mouth if I want to. I just have that geometry set up. So this would be obviously like the lips of the character. Okay, great. And maybe going like that. And if I want to, I could maybe put an edge loop around here for the lips, and then kind of pull that forward. Kind of looking here. Yeah, that's looking about right. Okay, great. And maybe to get a little bit more detail around the eye section, I feel like that looks obviously very squarish. If I just put an edge loop here, that's going to go split the eyes. Once again, notice that edge loop goes all the way around. That's a good thing. Now I could take these vertices here and just kind of move it like that and like that. And then maybe these I could kind of move in a little bit more and kind of nest around the eye a little bit better like that. Maybe looking at these angles here, push this back. And that's the other good thing about having a physical eyeball. If the eyeball is set up, placed in the right position, you know how far back to push this. Okay. And if you need kind of more precision, what I could do is I could just insert another edge loop around here And now I've got a little bit more control. So let's say if I grab this. Okay, great. There we go. I feel like I want to kind of play with the idea, what if I put an edge loop this way? Okay. And now I could kind of have the eye open more. I think actually I'm going to undo that. I don't want that yet because I feel like I've got kind of equal density throughout the mesh and I'm liking how that's looking. Looking really, really good. Once again, yes, it looks blocky, but I feel like that's still okay. By the way, I can press 3, and 3 is preview to smoothing, and I'm going to show how to smooth in a little bit here. But so 3 is going to show what it looks like if it's smooth. Now I'm just going to kind of verify that I've got things lined up. Maybe go in here and just kind of help this out, match my image plane a little bit better. Okay, down here, maybe grab some of these. There we go. Okay, yeah, I think I'm really happy with how this is coming out. I could look inside of here, and technically I could make those, you know, those cavities, those eye sockets fit the eye better, but I think it's all right. Okay, good, good.